Hello and welcome. Thank you so very much for joining me today for your yoga practice. This class will be an uplifting and energizing practice. Let's get straight into it. So, we'll start seated. You can sit cross legged, and you're welcome to sit up on anything here that makes this a little bit more comfortable, whether that's yoga blocks or cushions or pillows or anything you have handy. And once you're ready, you can rest your hands on your knees face down to cultivate a nice grounded energy. Or maybe you bring the hands face up to cultivate more of an open, receptive, expansive energy. And then you can close down your eyes. Or maybe just soften your gaze instead. Feel your sitting bones grounding and earthing into the surface beneath them. From there, feel your spine grow long and tall as you reach the crown of your head up to the sky. Soften your face and relax your shoulders. Let's take 3 releasing, cleansing deep breaths here. So inhale deeply, feel your belly and lungs expand. And then as you exhale, sigh it out through your mouth, releasing. Inhale deep, feel the belly and ribs rise. Exhale, sigh it out. Once more, inhale here. Maybe a little extra little sip of air at the top. And then exhale, letting go. And you're here. From here, we'll inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. You can either interlace the hands behind your head, squeezing your elbows wide, or maybe you interlace the fingers and then reach the arms up to the sky. Taking a nice big stretch here. And maybe taking any other intuitive movements that feel good. Perhaps you sway a little bit side to side. The hands can always be behind your head. One more deep breath. Beautiful. Bring your left hand down beside you. Reach your right arm long and lean over to the left for right side body stretch. Think of rolling the right shoulder backwards as you create lots of space along your right side body. One more breath here. Option to stay here, or perhaps you start to make some big circles here with your right arm as you really roll your right shoulder around. One more big circle. And then we'll all inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, right hand down beside you. Lean to your right for left side body stretch. Roll your left shoulder backwards. Reach long through the left fingertips, creating lots of spaciousness into your left side body. One more deep breath here. Now you can stay here, or maybe you just start to make big circles here with your left arm, really warming up the left shoulder. Wonderful. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down beside you. And now we'll walk the hands back behind us, coming onto the fingertips. We're going to open into the chest. Roll your shoulders down your back, maybe even push into your fingertips as you reach the heart space upwards, and perhaps you look up. One more deep breath here. Beautiful. And walk your hands back in. So here we'll practice an energizing and uplifting type of pranayama or breath work called billows breath. For this, you can definitely stay seated if that feels right for you, or you might like to kneel instead. And then we'll bring the hands in beside us with a bend in the elbows, and you're going to make fists with your hands. As you inhale, reach the arms up to the sky and spread your fingers wide. And then as you exhale, bring the arms down beside you and make fists. And the exhale will be quite forceful. So it's like you're pulling the belly button back towards your spine to expel the air out of your lungs and out through your nose. So it would look like this. And then you can keep going. So let's start together. We'll go for about 7 rounds. So inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. And then exhale forcefully. Keep going. Really spread the fingers wide at the top. 2 more. Beautiful. You can bring your hands back to your knees. Keep your eyes closed if it feels good. And just noticing here the effects of billows breath. Perhaps feeling tingling sensations in your body. Maybe feeling a little bit more energized or awake after this. Beautiful. So from here, we'll come onto all fours, bringing your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. As you inhale, drop your belly towards the mat, gaze forward, open into the chest for cow pose. Exhale, tuck your tailbone round the back, chin to chest for cat. Inhale, belly drops, open into the heart center. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, dome the upper back, chin to chest, push into hands and knees. Once more, inhale here. And then exhale. Beautiful. Extend the left leg off out to the side. So your left foot is going to be on the same line as your right knee. We'll practice twisting here. So as you inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky, open into the chest. Exhale, turn your torso to the right and wrap your left arm around your body as you gaze off to the right. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Maybe you look up. Exhale, twist to the right, wrap the left arm around. Once more. Inhale, open. Exhale, twisting. Bring left hand down. From here, gate pose. Walk your hands in towards you so you can rise up to kneeling. And we'll keep the left leg extending off to the side. Left arm slides down your left leg. Right arm in line with right ear. Really reaching long through your right fingertips. Big stretch here now through the right side body. One more deep breath. Releasing out of that, come back to kneeling, bring your left knee in, and we'll do that all on the other side. So as usual, I don't have rooms, but you can stay where you are. And we're going to extend the right leg off to the side. Right foot is on the same line as your left knee. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky, opening into the heart center. Exhale, twist to the left, wrap your right arm around your body, gaze to the left. 2 more. Inhale to open, maybe look up. Exhale to gently twist, wrap the right arm around. Once more. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Right hand comes down and we'll walk the hands in towards the knees to rise up to a kneeling position. Keep the right leg out to the side. Right arm slides down right leg. Left arm in line with left ear. Gate pose, left side. Reach really long through your left fingertips. Really expanding now into your left side body. Gorgeous. One more deep breath here. And then lifting out of that, come back to all fours. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step the hands a little bit further forward in front of you. Your hands are about shoulder width distance apart. Really spread wide through all 10 fingers. Push the hands away from the floor. Feel your shoulders fire up as you pick your knees off your mat. And then you really reach the hips up and back to the sky. You can gaze back towards your feet. You can keep your legs straight, or you might like to take a nice deep bend into both knees to help elongate your spine. Reaching your chest back towards your thighs. You can really push into your hands to help with this. One more breath here. And then when you're ready, walk to the top of your mat for a forward fold. Feet can be about hips width distance apart. Deep in through both knees. The arms dangle, or maybe you hold onto opposite elbows. So I really love bending my knees in forward fold. It allows my lower back and my spine to release here. Of course, if you prefer, you can always keep your legs a little bit straighter. One more deep breath here in forward fold, Uttanasana. If you have to hold in your elbows, you can let that go. Deep bend through both knees. Slow motion, rolling one vertebrae at a time, all the way up to standing. Your head is the last thing to arrive. Once you're here, we'll do another energizing and uplifting type of pranayama or breath work. This is twisting breath work. So for this, inhale, the arms go out wide to the side. As you exhale, twist to the left and then tap your chest with your right hand. Inhale, back to center, arms go wide. Exhale, twist to the right and tap your chest with your left hand. And you can go quite quick with this. So it would look like this. So the breathing is quite quick and it's all in and out through the nose. So let's begin. Inhale. And then twist as you exhale. Inhale. Twist as you exhale. And keep going. Really tapping the chest. A few more rounds. Two more rounds. Come back to center. Let the arms go out wide. Deep breath here. Beautiful. If you're not there already, you can come back to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Maybe take a little back bend. Exhale, hinge from your hips as you fold forward. Inhale, step the right foot to the back of your mat. Drop your right knee down for a low lunge, left side. As always, you're welcome to have yoga blocks underneath your hands or to double up your mat to create some extra padding for underneath the right knee. One more breath here in low lunge, Anjaneyasana. On your next inhale, staying here, perhaps you reach the arms up to the sky. You can keep the arms just reaching up, or you might like to interlace your hands behind your head. Feel your elbows open wide as you squeeze your shoulder blades together and then reach your heart center up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Inhale, reach arms up if they're not there already. And then exhale, bring your hands down to frame left foot. Step left knee back to meet your right. Hands are under your shoulders. Inhale, lean slightly over your wrists. Exhale, bend into your elbows, lower your chest and belly all the ways down. From here, cobra waves. Hands can come out wide off your mat in line with your shoulders. Come onto your fingertips, creating hollows underneath your palms. Inhale, gently push into your fingertips. Lift your head and chest to rise. And then exhale, lower. Two more. Inhale, rise. Only as high as feels nourishing for you today. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. Hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes under, push up to tabletop, and we'll go all the ways back to downward facing dog. 2 breaths in down dog, this time stillness, or maybe you walk out your dog, bending into one knee, straightening through the other. And when you're ready, looking forward, we're going to step the right foot in between your hands for low lunge. So bring the right knee into the chest, step it in between your hands. Don't worry if you have to kind of wiggle it up there. Take your time to set yourself up. Low lunge, right side. Roll the shoulders down your back, gazing forward. One more breath here. Staying here, inhale, reach arms up to the sky, open into the heart. Staying here, if this feels great, or maybe you interlace your hands behind your head. Squeeze the elbows wide, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lean your head into your hands like your hands are a little basket for your head, all the while reaching your heart up towards the sky. On the inhale, all meeting with the arms reaching up. Exhale, bring your hands down to frame right foot. Step right knee back to meet left. Hands under your shoulders, knees down, chaturanga. Inhale, lean slightly over wrists. Exhale, bend into your elbows, lower your chest and belly all the ways down. Sphinx pose. So option 1, stack your fists one on top of the other. Rest your forehead on your fists for a gentle version of Sphinx. Option 2, rise up a little higher and bring your elbows under your shoulders. Or if that feels like a little bit too much, you can start to walk the elbows a little bit further forward to take some of the intensity out of it. If you're in the second option here, think of really rolling the shoulders down your back as you gaze forward. Think of reaching the chest through your elbows. So you can create a little bit of friction on your mat to do this. So without really moving the elbows at all, thinking of pulling the elbows backwards, and then feel how that pulls your chest forwards. Only doing that, of course, if it feels nice, if it feels good. 2 more breaths here. Beautiful. Elbows open out wide. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Tuck your toes under. Push up to a tabletop, and we'll take a wide-legged child's pose here. Big toes come to touch. Knees open as wide apart as feels right for your body today. Arms can reach ahead in front of you, or you might like to stack the forearms one on top of the other and then rest your forehead onto your forearms. 3 more deep breaths here in child's pose, balasana. And when you're ready, rising up and out of this. From here, coming onto all fours, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. 1 breath in down dog, inhale. Exhale. And then when you're ready, you can step or walk to the front of your mat for a halfway lift, torso parallel to the floor. Exhale, folding forward here. Inhale, straight spine, rise up to standing, reach the arms up to the sky, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer at heart center. From here, step wide. So we'll step the left foot to the back of the mat. Warrior 2. Right toes point to the top of your mat. Feet on the same line. Left toes point to the long edge of your mat. Lift the arms up, bring them parallel to the floor. You can gaze over your right fingertips. Deep bend in the right knee. Virabhadrasana 2. Take a few moments here to connect with your inner warrior, to dial into your inner strength, your inner power, your stamina, your determination, your confidence. Feel your feet ground into the earth beneath you. Beautiful. Straighten through the right leg. And as you inhale, shift the hips to the back of the mat. Reach the right arm forward, triangle pose. Rest your right hand anywhere on your leg. The left arm is reaching up to 12 o'clock as your shoulders stack. You can gaze down to the side, down to the ground rather, off to the side, or maybe up to the left fingertips. Beautiful. Rolling your right ribs forwards and your left ribs backwards. 1 more breath in Trikonasana. Use your core to rise up. All on the other side. So right toes point towards the long edge of your mat. Left toes to the back of your mat. Warrior 2, left side. Deep bend into your left knee. Bring the arms parallel to the floor. Gaze over left fingertips. Roll both shoulders down your back. Once more, connecting with your inner warrior here in Warrior 2. Feel feet ground into the floor. Feel your inner strength. your confidence, your determination, your willpower. Beautiful. When you're ready, straighten through the left leg, setting up for triangle. Shift your hips backwards and tick-tock your arms to 6 and 12 o'clock. Stack the shoulders. Gaze down to the left foot, off to the side, or maybe up to your right fingertips, depending on which feels best for your neck today. Again, really think of rolling right ribs back and your left ribs forwards. That cue really helps me in this pose. One more breath here. Wonderful. Use your core to rise up, and then we'll step up to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach arms up to the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Pausing here in your forward fold. You can keep a bend in your knees, or maybe you hold on to opposite elbows. One more breath in forward fold. And then bring your hands onto the ground, bend your knees, and make your way down to a kneeling position. We'll rise up onto the shins, coming into a camel pose, Ustrasana. So if you have sensitive knees at all, you can double up your mat to create some extra padding for underneath your knees. Tuck the toes under. Knees are about hips width distance apart. Bring hands onto your waist or onto the lower back. If they're on the lower back, you can point your fingers down towards the backs of your knees. Squeeze the elbows together. From here, tuck your tailbone under so that your hips reach forward. From that place of the hips reaching forward and the tailbone tucked, reach your chest up to the ceiling. Maybe even look up. You can keep the hands on the lower back, or if it feels good in your body, you might reach your hands back to hold on to your feet or your ankles. Only choosing that, of course, if it feels good for you today. No need to force that at all. Beautiful. 2 more deep breaths. And then use your core to lift up out of that. Sink your hips back towards your heels and make your way slowly down to your version of child's pose. Knees can be together or apart. Your arms can be forward, or you could stack the forearms, or maybe you reach your arms back behind you with the palms faced up. Two more breaths here in child's pose. And then when you're ready, rise out of that. From here, pigeon pose. So 2 options. The first is to lie down on your back and take a reclined version where you cross your right ankle over your left knee. You can keep the left foot on the floor, or you can interlace your hands behind your left thigh. So this is reclined pigeon. And if you take this, you'll still be getting all the wonderful benefits of the posture. The second option is to come into pigeon from kneeling. So from here, you're going to bring your right knee. So bring your right knee behind the right wrist. So the right knee is really going over towards the right long edge of your mat. And then the right calf is coming inwards on the diagonal so that the right sole of your foot is underneath your left quad and left hip flexor. Left toes tuck under, and you can start to walk your left knee back. So if you have any pain at all in your right knee, or something just doesn't quite feel right for you here, you can do the version lying on your back instead. So always listening to your body. If it feels good for your knee, you can stay upright, or maybe you come down to your forearms. And we'll pause here in pigeon for about another 5 deep breaths. Relaxing your jaw, softening your chest, softening your belly. Breathing into your right hip. Beautiful. When you're ready, we'll go to the other side. So if you're lying on your back, you can switch over to the other side. And if you're in the second version of pigeon, just push into your hands and bring your right knee back, and we'll go straight to the other side. If you'd like, you might like to extend the right leg back and just sway a little bit backwards and forwards to release the right knee. Beautiful. And then we'll go straight to the other side. So bringing left knee behind left wrist. Left calf is coming inwards on the diagonal so that the left sole of your foot is underneath your right hip flexor. Tuck your right toes under and walk your right leg back. Make sure left knee feels good. Maybe this side it doesn't feel so great, and then you can come down to lie on your back. Always listening to your body. You can stay up on your hands, or maybe you come down onto the forearms. Whatever feels best for you today. And again, we'll be here for about 5 deep breaths. Relax the eyes, soften your jaw, breathe deep. Breathing into your left hip. Wonderful. So if you're lying on your back, you can just release that. If you're in the second version, come up onto your hands, tuck the back toes under, walk the back knee in, and then step left leg back behind you. Maybe you extend the left leg and just sway a little bit backwards and forwards, releasing your left knee. Beautiful. And then we'll all come to lie on the back if you're not there already. We'll do one more posture before Shavasana. Happy baby. Bring the knees into your chest. Use your hands to guide your knees and your feet wide apart. You can always stick with this, staying here in this version of the posture. Or maybe the soles of your feet face the ceiling. You can hold onto your thighs, your ankles, or perhaps the outsides of your feet. You decide what feels right for you today. Think of reaching your knees towards your armpits. Soften your eyes. Relax your jaw. 4 more deep breaths. Beautiful. When you're ready, bring your knees back together and let's come to Shavasana. Lying down on your back. Feet can be wide, arms can be out to the sides with the palms faced up. If it feels better, you can keep a bend in your knees or roll onto your sides. Find your place that feels nourishing for you. Close your eyes down or maybe soften your gaze. Let go of all effort here as you give yourself full permission to release and rest. Really letting go. I invite you to stay here in Shavasana for a little while longer. Really allowing yourself to just rest. For now, I'll say goodbye to you. Thank you so much for practicing with me. And hopefully I'll see you again soon.